Hello everyone, so welcome to another episode, in this case another campaign of this Master of Orion. It's still on early access, but there has been a latest patch. I'm gonna link it down to you on the comments below, which changed a lot of things. And since it changed a lot of things, I'm gonna repeat myself a little bit here, but right now it's not possible to load the earlier files, because they are now from a different version. This is basically what usually happens with an early access. Don't worry, it's still consider it a beta. Hi, darling. Hi. Right. So we have here the Mershan leader. No, her name is Arya. Hi, Arya. Say hi to stream. Hi. She's shy. Don't worry. Go on. Go on, kitty. Get out. So before this interruption. What I was saying was regarding the changes that were made. A lot of them are regarding the factions and also the difficulty, because usually before you couldn't change the difficulty, and right now there's a lot of different options. So I want to show you those and just make a small play. Probably this will be a very small video, you know, just the start of the campaign. So let's go into new game.
From the cloudy planet Altair.
I wish we could I can do a little bit of a trick here. I can just click outside of my screen and you won't listen to the comments. Of course, he's just reading here, but this is what matters in terms of the races. These are the traits. This is what really matters. The starting tech, honestly, I don't think it has a lot of influence. I really don't think it has a lot of influence. It may have if you start with something that allows you to get more research or get more food or stuff like that. But really, if it was two starting techs, maybe that would count as much more. So right now you can see there's a lot of more factions, and there's a customized race, which is perfect. Now I'm going to show you the previous ones just to make sure that nothing has changed. They do have combat speed bonus. They do have travel speed. Beam defense is higher than normal, as well as having artifacts homeworld and the starting tech of physics. Alright, so the Bullrathi have a large world, rich minerals, the ground combat rating 25%, the beam defense is plus 25%, and they have a tolerance for high gravity. Now, the Darlock, these are the spy guys. Basically, assimilation power is really good, minus 25%. That means they assimilate races. Sorry, that's bad. They assimilate races slower, but they have an increase in security. Missions take less, and they have a ship improvements, which is that they have stealth, so they can actually access you pretty easily. They can actually go against an opponent and not be detected, of course, until it's, let's say, too late for him. Now the humans, we also have security plus 10%, and do have, these are the diplomats guys, you know, they just start with good diplomacy buffs and trade treaties and trade goods bonuses. So these are the guys that usually you would use for a diplomatic kind of victory, I would say. Now the Klakon is one of the new ones, as well as the Darlock, of course. They have a homeworld biome of cavernous. This is a new, let's say, feature, which is that they can actually, the race can transform arid planets into highly improved cavernous planets. This makes it very, let's say, different from faction to faction, which a couple of factions you're going to see have their own Uber planet versions. Now they have a very the only minus they have is that their homeworld minerals is a poor planet, but they have plus 50% from food and plus 25 production from population. So it's really a very fast expansion race. It's nice. The McLaren have a food consumption of
Coexisting in a
less 50%. That's perfect. You know, that will mean that basically even just the smaller farms will allow enough food for all the that you need. Then they have
While
plus
most
25%
Meklar have distinct
from
cybernetic
population.
bodies to allow them to
Sorry, I'm trying to click on the other side because I'm getting confused while he's reading. I wish there was a button to cancel that out. Morale, they have 10% and the ship auto repair is enabled. Notice this. They have no negative stuff. They have no negative stuff. This is probably one of the most overpowered races, I would say, just because of that. Because all of them have a little bit of a problem, and these guys just have standard good bonuses without anything else. So the only thing you notice, they do not start with a tech. They don't start with a tech. That's the only thing that they don't have. Now the Marshan
the
can make an uber
Blurs
planet of
gave
Grassland.
rise
This
to
is
the
new.
ruthless warriors known
Yep.
as the
It's a
Mercian.
large homeworld, which is
But their
good.
hot temper,
Grassland, ground combat rating, and ground units have
after
extended
years on the
barracks.
brink of
They can
civil
host more
war,
marines. And the starting tech is engineering. So basically, these guys are a good race, a good starting race with a good location, you know. Their biome is better. It's a large home world, and they are very good at ground combat. So basically, they will be the ones who will conquer the planets. That's basically it. Silent, you have seen it. Their homeworld is small. They have artifacts on it. Research from population is plus 50%. These are the research guys, and they have a penalty of ground combat rating. But still, these guys are really good, and it's probably one of the best factions overall. Just to get started, I won't go with them because I already did on the last one. I'll try. I think I'm gonna try the Terran ones, but let's go into the other factions. Hang on a second, guys.
period, primal in their ways, the cold-blooded Sakra from the planet Sla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking forms and rustic rituals belie an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. They are lorded over by the Hierarch, a long-lived progenitor, and in a very literal sense, the father to much of the brood. His main concern is for his offspring, whether acquiring colonies for them to reproduce or securing the resources necessary for their survival. It follows that the Hierarch adopts a familiar and fatherly tone towards those he regards as allies.
All right.
To the Sakra,
So
everyone
they
is
have
either part of the
perfect
family
population growth
or
there and
a
less
hated enemy.
pollution. This is a very good bonus, as you've seen on my last playthrough. Pollution is always a big concern, but the research from population is slower than normal. So on the late game they might get some. On the early game they might get some troubles. On the late game you're probably gonna offset that by some buildings. Hang on a second. Let me just configure this perfectly. Good. Now the silicoid. These are very
Alone,
interesting. They don't consume food and
are
they
an
don't
ancient
produce
race
food
of
from
silicon.
population. This just means basically that they can set everything to either research or production. That said, I don't know how fast they reproduce. So the good thing of this is that you probably won't be building any buildings regarding food. You know, you're gonna skip those and you can skip the text from that. I think the research from population should even be higher, the less research, because it's probably one of the most interesting races to play a different way. You know, they also have the Uber planet Inferno. They can highly improve the Inferno planets, which is really nice. Finally, we can customize the race. I'm just going to show you. It basically has a lot of different things. You can see that you have available points 100, so you can either go with no problems, which means just take 100 points and just go like, let's say, no pollution. You know, let's go with Uh, let's go. Hang on. I really like these ones, you know. So you can have better population growth, and you can have plus 10% morale. So this is basic. This is basic. You can actually get these kind of things. I would always go, production. Hang on a second. Let me get this away. If I would go for it, I would always go something like this. Morale, it's pretty cheap. It's really cool. And I would go something like the production, and then I have 20 more, so I could get something like the rich homeworld to produce stuff faster, or improve negotiations. That would be it, or even command points. It's also interesting. It also goes for for what we wish. So this is a basically let's produce as fast as possible stuff. um, I could get even the pollution. Yeah, let's see that. See, this would be a focus on production race. That's basically it. Now let's go for the Terran, and I'm gonna let you
It was during the
listen
darkest
to it.
times of
Hang on a
human
second, guys.
history that the age of the Khans dawned. All over their homeworld, civil unrest was mounting as society crumbled under the weight of deviancy, corruption, and greed. Mankind was poised to destroy itself in a tidal wave of chaos and despair when the first of the Khans rose to power. His callous rule was one of drastic measures of cullings and purges. Castes were established, dissidents were hushed, and little by little the race was forced to survive. Following his example, the Terran Khanate has continued to secure the survival of their species and now seeks to guarantee its place in the galaxy for generations to come.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm having to just blow my nose because I have a cold. I usually have it. This is mostly because whenever I'm recording at the weekend, and when it's the weekend, I usually, during the week there's very little time to clean up and stuff. So I always do a little bit of cleanup. Gotta do my chores as well. And it actually hinders me because I have a little bit of a condition with that. Gotta get it fixed actually. All right, let's talk about the game. The Terrans, not the Terrans from StarCraft, they have traits that overall you can see them. They are designed to war. Ship costs minus 20%. This is actually pretty cool. It would allow us to, not concentrate too much on the ship costs because when you get to build them, it's really fast. On the chip, um, on the ship production, because when you want to build them, it's pretty cool. Also, going for the space elevator with this race seems to be really a good idea because you would get so many bonuses and you would get to produce ships that's so fast. That's awesome. Now we also have a higher than normal beam attack. That's perfect. Ground units are generated 50% faster. This is overall, and you have more command points. So overall, you'll be able to produce more ships, more troops, more troop transports, and you still have more command points than normal than any other race. 20%. So it's all designed for, let's stay cool, let's stay diplomatic until it's time to strike. And when it's time to strike, you're going to see this race getting to shine. I'm pretty sure that this is really cool one. So since someone actually requested, I think it's I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I know who it is. It's one of my subscribers, but I forgot about his name. I didn't set it up here on the note or something. Sorry about that. But you know who you are. He actually commented that it would be perfect to go either for Terran or Silicoid. And I want Terran for a couple of reasons. The first one is a new race here on this game, and second one, it's a new race overall. This hasn't existed on Master of Orion 2, for instance, which was the title that I played the most, which had most of these other ones, but it's much better like this. Now let's go next since we picked the Terran, now we get to pick the game settings. And finally, let's get a huge galaxy size. The Galaxy Age, this makes it it gets the time for planets to evolve more. So average, let's keep it on average. Difficulty level, let's go for very hard. And AI opponents, let's go with 7. Now let's show advanced settings. I can get random events, certainly. Pirates, good. Monsters. Minor civilizations, this is new. I don't know what this means, but that'll be cool. Allow racial traits. Yeah. Balanced starting conditions, I like that. And then there's 4 types of victory types. We're gonna check those in the game. So for now, let's just start the game. This is just going to be the episode of we start and analyze everything. I wanted to go into depth on all the races because it's a new game. You know, I just want to make my part and show you a new game in development, which is really cool. Yeah, my cat is hunting. I don't know what or who. Come here. Come here, cutie. Where are you going? Where are you going, Arya? Arya. She's looking at me. Look. Arya. Arya. There she goes. She's dangerously close to the rotor. It usually happens. Right, is this not loading for quite some time? I guess it's a very big galaxy. Oops, she did something. Right, did it crash? I hope it didn't. Oh, I hope it really didn't. It's not growing. It's not going in. Anything. I'm clicking because, clicking works. Oh, come on. Yeah, it has stopped responding. Oh no, it's fine. A little bit scared.
After centuries of strife and misery, the age of the Khans began. It was a time of great struggle when dire circumstances called for radical solutions under ruthless and unwavering leadership. The price was dear, but through the iron rule of the Khans, mankind survived. Having pacified their home world of Alpha Ceti, the Terran Khanate now seeks to expand its territories to secure the rightful place of humans in the galaxy until the end of time.
Alright. I like their ships. Their ship design. So let's just make the first turn. Start in the middle.
My name is Emma. It would seem I've outranked my utility in the Ghost Brigades, and I've been reassigned as your adjutant. Together, we shall see to the protection of our people and the perpetuation of the Age of Khans throughout the galaxy.
Alright. So let's see what I do have. I do have a colony ship and a couple of scouts and a frigate. Now I'm really in the middle and I have... Look at the size of that galaxy. And I have a wormhole here. Which is good. Considering, I don't have a link to it, so I might have to go around. So let's send out scouts in order to investigate stuff. Yeah, server discovered. It has 3 planets. This is going to send the scout there. And the frigate, we're going to try there. Right, let's go for Alpha Ceti. Now, I do have research going on, but I want to check what I can produce. What can I produce? Right, I can build a missile base, I can build a space factory, or a colony ship. I think going for a colony ship right away is the best option for now.
My liege, a moment.
Exploration stuff. Let's choose a
Our
research.
engineers await your command, Khan.
Alright, Emma. Let's see. So this is good for
The Office of
economy.
Economic Proceedings expects great benefits from this research.
Yeah, and research laboratories. You can see that the research is much slower compared to other ones. The pollutions shouldn't be a problem, but I think going for the biology or physics is better. I think I'll go immediately into physics.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really need to
Agreed
kick off
direction.
with the production. Alright, so guys, that'll be it. That'll be it. This is a very... Oh, there's an espionage for managing spies. Nice. Ship design, research, empire, diplomacy, path to victory. I wanted to show you this. So excellence. Excel in every aspect of galactic empire management to become the best. That's nice. Conquest. Right. Technological. Push your centers to the technological path. Economic. Fill your coffers and claim economic supremacy. Control the galactic monetary fund. Alright. And the diplomatic victory. These are all basic. It's cool. But the excellence is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting one. Yep. Guys, let me just go next turn and see if I can find a good planet to colonize. Hey, the year shows up. Let's move. Actually, let's get 2 turns. Let's move everyone. Alright, there's a pirate fleet already here. Those are 3 frigates. You know, my frigate can actually destroy them easily. Yeah, this guy, I want to check those. Let's go next turn. Alright. Let's check the fleet B. Let's go immediately here.
Just a minute, Khan of Khans.
Okay, let me check if the planet is a very good one. It's actually a rich planet with gold. So I might just colonize in place. So first colony, and let's see the colonization. That's cool. Nice ships, man. It's much better since the saucers. You know, it looks like a ship. It's cool. So it's a rich planet with gold. This increases the production. So yeah, the money. So it's 2 things in one. Alright, let's choose a production. I think going for the starbase already? Or the space factory and the missile base. Let's go for the starbase already. Well, not really necessary, is it? You know, I don't actually need the marine barracks for now. Oh, but I can't build colony ships because it doesn't have enough stuff. Alright, so let's go for the starbase. I guess it's the best one to start building up right now. We can move ships. Let's see what this is. This is an abundant swamp. And this is a rich artifacts with some other stuff. That's nice. Right, guys. That will be it, the beginning of this Terran campaign. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!